we're gonna warm up our feet and ankles first, and then I'll kind of talk to you about the skates on bar as we're getting our skates on. So if you already have your skates on, it's fine. You can just follow along for this part. So we're working on articulating through our feet, okay? When you look at the bottom of your feet, it's really important that you're aligned. We don't want to see any of this kind of falling in or falling out. We're working on strength here as well as an active warm up for our feet. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Arms up and out. So you're sitting in this nice 90-degree position. We're flexed first. We're going to go through a demi-point and then a full point of our toes. Using these muscles, looking, making sure everything is straight and strong. We're going demi-point and flexing all the way up. 4 more times. 1 and down, then toes up and flex. Good. Through the demi, all the way. Same thing to come back up. Boom. Make it active, articulate. Toes, ball, heel, heel, ball, toe. Last time, turn out, okay? So now heels are still trying to stay together in that first position. If this gets difficult for you to sit up straight, feel free to use your hands as a little support. If you've done this a little bit with us, go ahead and arms out in a second. Here we go. Through the demi and point, and through the demi, flex. Demi, all the way, really articulate through those toes. You want to see that row of knuckles moving on that demi point. Good, 1 more, all the way through the foot, boom, boom, turn parallel, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put our skates on. I'm gonna talk a little bit while we do that. So you're not gonna wanna tie your skates as tight as you would if we're doing jumps and spins, right? Okay. You definitely don't want your foot going numb or anything through this class. So I like to leave the top eyelet not done. Kind of like when you're getting new skates, right? And you're breaking them in, think about that. You're kind of gonna wanna do that sort of tie. What we are going to work on in today's skates on bar class is first of all, alignment, okay? We really wanna stay aligned over our skates. That's so important because when we get on the ice, jumps don't work without alignment, spins don't work without alignment, and turns don't work without alignment. So no matter where you are in your skating journey, alignment is the most important, okay? We want to work on strengthening and stretching today. As we've been off the ice for a while, okay, we're going to really, really try to work and manipulate our boots like we just did in our bare feet. So let's do this second skate. Our first exercise is all plies and releves, and you're on 2 feet. So when we do these plies, we want our knees over our toes, we want our bum underneath us, no going forward, no going backward, okay? So that's our main focus on this first exercise. You're gonna have 2 skates on, you're gonna have your hands on the bar, and that's about it. We're working from a parallel position, or a 6th position, I guess, is sometimes as it's called, for the first exercise, and then we'll get more into our turnout. Alrighty. So once you got your skates tied, just go ahead and find your place at your bar. Make sure that you guys can see my feet, and we'll continue, okay? There we go. Yeah, and if you guys don't have your skates, you can totally do this in your bare feet, and then try as soon as you have your skates accessible. So we're going to our bar. All right, sometimes if my head is cut off, that's fine, as long as you can see my feet. So we're parallel. We're doing, whoa, demi-plie, 1 and 2. Knees really over the toes. 3 and 4 is our stand up. Now we're gonna releve on our skates. 5 and 6, down on 7, rest for the 8. We repeat that. 1 and 2, up 3, 4. High heels, releve, 5, 6. Down, 7. We speed that up a little bit. 1, rise up on 2. Toes, 3, hold, 4. Go. Plie and releve, 5, 6, 7. Down on 8. We repeat that twice, okay? Then we're gonna do that same thing on one foot. You can take this to a nice coupe. So I have a parallel foot and a turned out foot. Coupe is kind of our intermediate version. If you would like the advanced version, take this out to the side. 1, 2, up, 3, 4, or I'm sorry, 1, up on 2, releve, 3, hold, 4, 5, and 6, up, 7, down on 8. Repeat that same thing to the back. Again, you can stay with that coupe. Then we do side and back on our other foot. Okay? So plies with releve is our first pattern. We want that deep demi-plie. Plie is our jump potential on the ice, you guys. You cannot rise up into your jump without a plie. So you need to get that nice, strong back of the leg, okay? You're stretching and strengthening so that we can jump on the ice. Here we go. Check my sound. Just follow along. I'll try to give you counts as we go along. 2 hands on the bar, parallel feet, all together. Plie. 1 and 2. Really deep. Up. 4. Releve. No leaning forward. High heels. 7. Rest on 8. Again. Plie. And 2. Up. Strong. Lift through your core. 5 and 6. Heels down on 7. Now a little quicker. We go. 1, 2, up, 3, and 4. 5, 6, high heels. 7 and 8. Again. 1, up on 2. Lift through the core. 5, 6, up, 7, down on 8. 1 foot, coupe or side. 1, 2, lift, 3, and 4. 5, high heel. 7, and move that leg. 1, up on 2, no leaning forward. High heel. Plie and releve. Up, down, switch your feet, coupe or side. Stand tall. This side is nice and strong and aligned. Plie and releve. Stand up. 7. Switch your foot last time. Deep demi-plie. Stand up nice and tall. Rise. High heel. And last time, push up. Back to parallel. Hands down. Rest. Good. Okay. So we're talking about high heel, okay, and staying aligned. When I'm in that releve, as I do plie and releve, I want those heels even higher. Okay? So we talk about that into jumps, right? You're coming up through that toe, high heel. I think Christy Crawl calls it heel of steel to get up into the air. All right, very important on those jumps. We're taking 1 skate off. You pick. I'm gonna take my left skate off. We're doing 2 exercises with our right skate on, then we switch. We do the same 2 with the other skate on. So the reason for this is as we move into 1 foot movement, we want you to have a nice solid base. So the foot that is bare is the one that's always going to be your standing foot. So for me, I'm going to be standing on my left this whole time and using my right skate as my weight, okay? So we're going to move on. I'm going to show you 2 patterns, then we switch skates and we'll do it on the other side. So we're going to do some dégagés here. One hand on the bar, dégagé to 45. All right. Let me angle a little bit here. So it's very awkward if you've never done this before, because this leg has to stay bent because right now it is longer, okay, with my skate on. So I'm in my 3rd or 5th position. Now everything is turned out. You can take your free arm out or to your hip, nice and fold back. All right, we do dégagé 1, flex on 2, turn in, turn out, point and plie. We're still working on that plie. Move it to the side, stand up, and it's down, okay? These are just dégagés, guys. We're not doing big high legs. So we have 7 and 8. Then we dégagé. Side on 1, flex on 2, turn in, 3, turn out, 4. Plie, move that leg, stand up, and rest. Okay? We go side to back, and then back to side, then side to front. So we finish that whole encore. All right? Let's go with music. Just try to follow along. What's most important when we move from front to side or side to back is that our hips are staying level. The side, when we turn in, we don't want to see this, right? This hip can't come up. We have a line across both hips. If I was wearing a different colored shirt, you would be able to see it, right? This straight line. Don't let our hips slosh. Here we go. Dégagé. Arms, whichever variation you're taking. Here we go. 1, flex on 2, turn in on 3, and out on 4. Now point and plie, but I'm lifting through my head. Move, stand up, like there's a string pulling me even though I'm in a plie. 1, flex on 2, turn in, hips level, turn out, point, move until I'm all the way behind, stand up, and lower. Here we go, back, flex that foot, it's totally straight, it's turned in, turned out, point, glute dummy plie, move it all the way to the side, stand up, down. You will lift it a little bit when you're moving it. Flex that foot. Point the foot. I missed my turn and turn out. Plie. Move. Stand tall. Down. And come in. Good. Finish. Very nice, guys. Okay? So, let's talk about going from flex to point in our skate because it feels a little different, okay? You know you're really properly pointing your foot when you feel the heel lifting slightly in the back of that skate, okay? So you want to articulate through those toes just like we did on those first floor exercises until you feel your heel lifting away from the bottom of your skate. So you have that differentiation in this pattern. A flex, and then a point. And you should feel that, okay? So we're gonna move on, keeping this skate on. We're gonna do one more pattern, then switch our skates and redo the dégagé and the second pattern on our second side, okay? So here we go. We're doing a développé pattern now. Right here, right. So I'm gonna go head on to you. you're gonna be holding your bar behind you. I'm not gonna get into really holding the bar since not all of us have real bars, but if you take our full ballet for figure skaters class, there's a specific way to hold the bar to keep the alignment, okay? So here, I'm going. Again, standing on that leg, I have a bent knee here. Retiré on 1. Turn in, turn out. I'm gonna extend all the way and rest. Lifting on 1, 2. Moving into the front on 3, 4. Flexing on 5. Full point on 6. Down on 7. In on 8. Now I start to the front and carry it to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lift. 1, 2. Carry side. I'm not tipping, okay? Carry side, flex point, down and in. Then I have to turn. Boom. I start with this foot in the back. I'm gonna go to the side, carrying back, and then to the back, carrying side, and I finish. Okay? So it's the same set of 8 counts. First, I'm gonna be facing the camera, then I'm gonna have to flip, because I don't have time to walk to the other side of my bar. So you're just gonna have to watch my back for that one. Okay? Here we go. Round de jambes. Back to the bar, but I'm not resting at it. I'm still active. 1 and 2. Quick turn in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 8. Now lift. And 2, 3, and 4. I'm turned up. Now I flex hard, point hard, lower. Now I'm starting this to the front. 1 and 2. I'm not going too high, you guys. I'm just to that base of the calf or knee. 6. Lowering on 7. Now I rest and breathe. Lift. And 2. Hips level. 3 and 4. Flex hard. Point hard. Lower. Give yourself a count to turn. I go 1 and 2. Turn in. Out. Side. 5, 6. Lowering on 7. Rest on 8. Lift. 2. All the way behind me. Connecting it to this shoulder. Flex. Point. Down. And in last time. Up. And 2. Turn. Turn. Attitude to the back. Connecting to this shoulder. Down. That's how you know it's really behind you. All the way to the side, that's the hard one. Flex. Point. Lower. Bring it back in. Arms down to prep. Breathe. Good. Very nice, guys. Who's getting warm? I'm getting a little warm. All right. Sit down, quick little break. Take this skate off, put that skate on. Here we go. So if you're newer to this, holding your skate without gliding, right? I think some of you were surprised by the end of that day looking at how heavy your skate was feeling. That's totally normal when we're on the ice and gliding. We're not doing these sorts of static holds, all right? But I really wanted to incorporate some of that into class today since we're trying to find unique ways right now, especially to strengthen as well as stretch. And this is really a great way to strengthen, right? Just pop your skates on, you've got some built-in weights, okay? We don't need heavy weights to get stronger. We just need to utilize our equipment correctly. So we're starting with that développé, or I'm sorry, with that dégagé, with the one hand on the bar. And then we are moving into our développé. And I think we will have time to get through both. If you guys would tape yourself doing any of these bar exercises or any of these positions in your skates, make sure to tag Americanized Theater on Instagram with the hashtag AIT Combos so that we can see you working on all of this stuff. I love watching the kind of fun positions that you guys can create and come out of class with. All right, let's do it. We are going back to that dégagé. I will do a short review and then we'll go. So I'm turning, oops, facing my other side. I'm gonna angle just a little bit so that you can see me. So now I have my other foot straight, or my other leg straight, and that's my supporting side. So remember, I'm doing 1, flex on 2, turn in on 3, turn out on 4, plie and point, move, stand up on 7, lowering your leg on 8, then we move to the back, to the side, and to the front. Okay, let's do it. Arm to the hip, or active out second. Here we go. 1, flex on 2, turn in on 3, turn out on 4, plie, point hard, lift that heel, side, stand up tall, rest for that count, up, 1, flex on 2, hips even, turn in, turn out, point, now lift that leg so it doesn't hit the floor. That's the hardest count, is that traveling. Here we go, lift and flex. Use those quads to keep that leg straight right here. Activate those muscles. Point, move, stand up, and lower it. Good, here we go. Lift, flex. Keep breathing, I know this is hard. Turn in, turn out, plie. I'm lifting through here even though I'm in a plie. Straighten, down, in, really breathe, finish. Good. You really want to use those quads, you guys, okay? You know where your quad muscles are, right? That's above your knee, in the front. You're using those quads to pull up on your kneecap and get that last little bit of straightness in your leg, right? I'm sure everyone has heard a coach say, take that little bend from behind your knee out. You need to activate these guys. We're getting nice, strong quads by lifting our skate, okay? So that's what's really important about that. Plie, even though you're bending, you're lifting up through your head, keeping your core engaged the whole time. It's like you're being pulled in 2 directions on plie. Deep demi-plie, but I'm lifting up from my belly button to my head, okay? Here we go, last pattern. Let's review it really quick. Here we go, this is the one where we start with our back to the bar. We do 1, 2, turn in, turn out, attitude, extend, lower, then we lift, we move, we flex, we point, and we rest, okay? Then we start to the front. We have that 1 count to turn, and then we repeat all of that facing our bar. Okay, here we go. Last pattern, nice deep breath. What music am I looking for? We just played it. Here we go. 7, nice deep breath on 8. Here we go. 1 and 2. turn it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. 1 and 2, 3, 4, flex hard, and point hard, down, back to where you started. Go to the front first. 1 and 2, turn it. 3, 4, 5, 6, down, breathe, now lift. 1, 2, 5, 3, and 4. Flex hard, point hard, down, and we turn. Going to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. 5, 6. Down on 7. Rest it there. Lift. Up. 2. All the way to the back. Align with the shoulder. Point. Down. Very last time. Lift. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Attitude. It's not out to the side. Stretch. It's all the way behind. Connected. Flex. Stay aligned right here. 7. Bring it in. Finish. Very good. Nice, nice, nice job, guys. All right. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to turn this back on. All right. So if you guys want to unmute, if you have any questions or anything for me while we take that skate off, go ahead. If not, you can always feel free to type it into the chat box and we could answer it at a later time.
Yay.
Yay. How did everyone like it? Is everyone getting a little warm, a little sweaty? That was hard work. You guys, I just got these skates before our stay-at-home order started. So I was just starting to feel comfortable in them. And we were told we couldn't be on the ice. So this is as hard for me as it is for you since I'm working with brand new equipment at this point. So I know how your feet are feeling. So make sure that you go back and do those foot isolations again. Give your feet some love, okay? Stretch out your quads, your hamstrings, everything that you worked in class today. Okay, is there, I see my little chat box. Oh, thank you, you're welcome, guys. Any other questions before I kind of turn it back over to Garrett? Nothing? We're quiet today.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Thank you so much, Angela.
You're welcome, guys. Great work, and I hope I'll see you all soon.